So a track could go from a dead or a good slow to a heavy really quickly.
Okay.
And same with Melbourne, it was pissing out of Melbourne last night, I reckon.
Shit. Oh, okay. I'll do Hastings first. I'll do the ratings first.
Do you want to do last week? Anything for last week?
Oh, not really, no. Just artistic a lot there, but nothing in New Zealand, really.
Yeah.
Nothing. So just...
Well, with the spread, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lay down here, so there's really not much to talk about, is there? Fucking hell.
Right. Okay. Right, ready? Hi and welcome to the Form Pro rating of a couple of races in Australasia tomorrow. One here in New Zealand and one in Australia. Might even do a couple in Australia, won't we? The
All depends, yeah.
yeah, the big race tonight at Moonee Valley, big track there. But before we go into that, I just want to make an announcement that I'm actually starting up a new website called formproratings.co.nz, and it's been in work in progress for about the last 8 months. And Dave, my web designer, is a very keen racing man, and myself been working really hard on that. And we finally got to the stage where we can beta test it. That means we can get it out there for free and see what you think of it, things you like, things you'd like us to improve on, and see how it actually helps you with your punting. Personally, I find it, I can't not select horses or bet without it, because it gives basically it gives each runner. There's actually 40,000 horses that have raced since April 2010 that's in the system, and every one of those runners has a number that indicates how well it ran in that race. So you can very quickly find in a horse summary, in a race summary, which horses are best suited to the distance, the track conditions, and you can just manipulate the data any way you like to find out which horse or horses are most likely to win the race. And if you're a keen punter and got time to study the form, I'm sure you'll find the website a must-have, really. They use them in Australia and overseas quite a bit, ratings, and it just takes all the guesswork out. It's like having a person you can ask, okay, what's the best horses in this race that have performed over this distance?
Well, quite often you hear an Australian commentator saying that this is the best rated horse. And what Neil's site does, it gives you the best rated horse for that distance and that track and that, and it's invaluable. I mean, there's nothing better knowing that, it might be the best rated horse and that's paying $13. You might think, oh.
It just gives you the value runners. I won't give you the winner of every race.
No.
You'll realise that. It gives you can work from the top three or four rated horses, just do a bit more homework, and you can work out often a really good value winner. Like the other day at Awapuni in the last league, Hooks, somebody got the quaddy because he was the second top rated horse over that distance, and had drawn well, one fresh up before, he had to go in, and he paid $11, $12.
And he bolted him. Yeah.
Really well, and that was the difference between not getting the quaddy and getting the quaddy. So a little bit of information is just invaluable. Now you can go to the site www.formproratings.co.nz and use the word FormPro for the username and ratings for the password, and you'll be able to log in there for the next couple of weeks for free and just to see what you think. There's an email address there you can contact us with on the contact button, and really looking forward to the feedback, Dave and I. And it's something new to New Zealand racing. Nothing's been done like this before, and it's a big learning curve for us. But we think we've got the right mix at the moment. For a bit more tweaking, it can be really a big plus for a lot of punters. So.
What I'll say on it, that Neil's done a lot of work on this, and it works. I mean, I've been looking at it too, and what it does, how we bang on so much about giving us more information on horses so we can make informed decisions. Well, what this does, it gives you another bow to your you can pick a horse on, and it is very, very good service.
Like Mark says, I've spent hours and hours and hours on this to get to this stage, and there's still a fair way to go. Well, not a far way to go, but just a wee way to go before we get it spot on. And I'm sure you find it invaluable anyway. Right. So Form Pro and ratings for the login, and give us some feedback, good and not so good, and hopefully it can really help you out and see how we go. Right, now the Spring Classic tomorrow at Hastings. Looking forward to that race.
Well, it's a non-event. How can Jimmy lose?
Well, it's not a non-event.
How can he lose?
He can lose by getting boxed in or falling over, but it's the only way he can get beaten. He does look like a Monty, but as we know in racing, well, there is such things as, people say there's no such things as uncertainty in racing.
Wow.
Okay, there are certainties in racing.
There was Manawanui last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Jimmy Shue does look the closest thing you can get to a certainty in this race. I think he's just too good. He's drawn 2, maps to get about 4th or 5th, and I just can't see Booming improving enough to beat him. Booming was running home nicely, but he wasn't really taking ground off Jimmy Shue over the last 200 metres. And I think Jimmy Shue he's done really well since this last start. So people have been punching him up larger than multis, and
I said since $1.15 here.
Oh yeah. Each of what? No value really in backing him for a win. So I think Holdred Harvey is the big improver from the second day over the mile, and I think I'd see Holdred Harvey trailing, getting 3 back in the fence, being hard to beat. What do you think?
Oh, well, like I say, I think it's a lay down his ear, and I think your logical trifecta would be anchor Jimmy Shue for first, and let's have Booming and what was the horse you just mentioned? Holdred Harvey. Yes, you have second and third, and I think you'll get the trifecta.
Yeah. I think Red Baller's got to be on there. He's a big improvement. Battle on O'Connor sprint home race wasn't one to suit him last start. He's drawn out a bit, and it'll be interesting to see where he settles. But I think Jimmy Shue is going to be in front of Booming and Red Ruler, and I think he's a better horse than Holdred Harvey, obviously. So I think Holdred Harvey and Jimmy Shue is the Clonella for me.
Yeah, I think and Booming needs to run well to justify his trip to Aussie, because he's had a big rap on him. So
yeah, but he's been set for bigger races in the street. He's not tuned up to really be a top chance to beat Jimmy Shue in this. So Jimmy Shue on top, and the rest of fighting at second, third, and fourth. Yeah. Okay, now tonight at Moonee Valley.
Great race.
The only thing is the track conditions.
Wait, seriously, at all 3 meetings, we've got 3 outstanding race meetings on 3 days. The Moonee Valley one is very late tonight, but there is a distinct possibility of a big track downgrade. It's dead at the moment, but it could go to a soft or heavy.
Okay,
so be very wary about that.
Sepoy, More Joyous seems to be a match race between those two.
Yep.
Which is more suited to a wet track.
More Joyous.
You'd think so, wouldn't it? More than ready.
Yeah.
And slow track form, 4 starts, 4 wins.
Yeah.
And Gay Waterhouse wouldn't take it down to Melbourne for a Group 1 race if she wasn't ready to win.
And she's ready. She's been doing exhibition gallops, trialling up beautifully. Training's come on and leaps and bounds. So
apparently she's grown even more since last year.
Yeah, she's very, very ready to go. But mind you, so this Sepoy, that trial, I looked at its trial when it won. I think it was at Cranbourne or something like that, and it just demolished it. But just
the thing, he's had 2 runs under his belt.
Yeah.
And he's a top horse on top of the ground.
And it's guaranteed to be good pace with buffering in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's certainly going to be. It's going to be interesting where they posse up actually. What Sepoy and what More Joyous. You can't imagine More Joyous not being second outer.
Well, we've got buffering leading.
Yeah, but buffering leading, and then More Joyous goes straight to second outer.
Yeah, what's drawn 3?
Yeah, and Sepoy's drawn 1, so it could be in the trial. So it's going to be, in Moonee Valley, it's certainly going to be tactics.
Yeah, well, you think Sepoy would have enough pace to hold the lead, wouldn't he?
No, buffering will go to the trial. Buffering will sprint across the lead. They don't even knows one way.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think Sepoy would be mad not to take the trial because buffering just goes.
Oh, if buffering goes for leading and puts Sepoy in the trial, More Joyous sits second out. More Joyous beats Sepoy from.
Well, it's going to be outstanding, isn't it?
Yeah, so More Joyous on top for me and Sepoy for second. The rest are fighting out the trifecta. So
yeah,
what do you reckon?
Oh, I think More Joyous. She's just a big, strong mare, and I think just maybe a hit. I think it'll be close. But I think her strength might just get her up in the end.
Yeah, that'll be good match race. 12:15. Past that big time, but we'll stay for it. Okay, let's go over to the Epsom. Track conditions?
Now, this is a distinct possibility that there is a huge. They are forecasting thunder, lightning, everything.
Okay, so crap track.
So no, it's not coming in until Saturday. They reckon. So it might come in after Saturday, but be very wary of the track conditions.
Okay, so
They could change it.
well,
in a big way.
it's based on a reasonable slope. Is it slow at the moment?
Yeah, it's a dead. It's a dead at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just based it on a dead to
Yeah.
slow track without the rain being a real
Dead
problem.
to slow, so you know.
Dead to
It's,
slow. Okay. Right. What do you reckon?
I think this is just an outstanding race. I mean,
It's a good field, isn't it?
it's a great field.
Well, it's a good even field. I wouldn't say it was a great field. It's a good even field.
It's probably the best horses running around you can at the moment.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's nothing else in there that could be in there. You've got Sincero. How can you not?
That's right. You know,
Yeah.
the 2 runs back, drawn 1.
Draw one.
If the inside's okay and the track's not too bad, he's got to be the one, doesn't he?
I think it was a good point. And it got beaten from drawing 1 up in Brisbane when it was unlucky. But this time, Randwick's a completely different track and it'd be completely different pace. So I think it'd be. I think Sincero. I think it's still paying $5. I think it's
$4.50 New Zealand time. So,
$4.50,
yeah, Sincero. I agree. Sincero does look the one. He's a top horse carrying 57 kgs, which is not a big impost for a top class horse. And he's going to go on and come second on the Cox Plate to Jimmy Shoe, so I can't see. No, I think Sincero on top too. Pinker has got to be right in there.
She has got to be a huge danger. You know,
Top run last time, 4-1 the Open.
Yeah.
And it was a very good effort to almost down King's Rose.
Yeah.
And but the only thing is, I see Brown's got off her to ride Fortella. We'll keep her on the ride on Fortella.
The English horse, yeah.
Yeah, and which is a big jump.
Well, he's a big, strong boy. So the 1600 will be right down the ground. The wet track won't worry him. Drawn beautifully in 8. Corey's riding like a demon at the moment.
He's riding well. Yeah.
So I just think it's set up for Sincero.
Okay, Sincero on top.
Yeah.
I'll go for Pinker second.
Yeah.
And if the rain comes, Secret Choice has got to be in it.
Oh, just
sloppy track.
if you think, I mean, it's already come in Sacred Choice. But if this rain comes, just keep piling on Secret Choice.
It'll have to be really
It's
heavy.
only 2 Group 1s, and they've both been on heavy tracks.
It'll have to be a real sloppy wet track.
Yeah.
Back to, but on a wet sloppy track, I'll be on it. And I'll put in 1 for first, 6 for second, 2 for third on a real sloppy track, and I'll throw in Red Trace if it does become sloppy as well.
Yeah. Agree, most definitely.
Okay, what are you going for?
I'm going Sincero, and I'm actually going to go Pinker with you. I'm going. Thank God you're here for third, just because it's drawn beautifully.
Yeah. Good,
And
cool steps, does well.
my Ruffy for fourth, and good play for George Strawberries.
Yeah.
Gay, drawn out a little bit, but it's got enough early pace to get across. And Jimmy's on it too, so he hasn't won a Group 1 for a while, so it'll be quite nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And outstanding racing meeting on Sunday as well at Flemington.
Yeah, for the quaddy syndicate, we'll be taking a quaddy probably at Sydney and Melbourne at this stage.
Yeah.
But we may change our mind before then.
Well, definitely the one in Sydney, because that is going to be a huge pull. There's no other major race meeting on that day.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, we're definitely going to be having to go.
Yeah, looks very likely.
Yeah.
And Melbourne racing, interesting. And what's the other game on Sunday? Good game on Sunday, isn't there? What's the game? Not the All Blacks. Oh no, the Warriors. Go with the Warriors. The Warriors are a great chance to beat them, aren't they?
We were sitting here watching this last week against the Warriors against Melbourne, and we were thinking, no, they couldn't. You know, they just played like a premiership winning side, a grand final side.
Well, that second half,
that was amazing.
You wouldn't get a better second half than any team.
Someone came out with a brilliant comment and said they out Melbourne. That's what Melbourne do when they get into tight games. They just choke you up, and that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And I think the reps on the Sean Johnson have been huge for 3 years. I mean, I remember Stacey Jones coming out 3 years ago, and Andrew Johns coming out 3 years ago saying that Sean Johnson is the next Stacey Jones.
Yes. Well, he's the winning factor, and I think
he's
if he turns up and jinx around them.
The winning factor is Maloney, and our forwards getting the good front ball.
Yeah.
But our X factor is if Sean decides to play and take that line on, it's all over.
Yeah. Manly are a top team. Manly are the best team.
They're a great side.
They're the best team.
Yeah. And they're mongrels.
Have been. Yeah.
And they're just hardened mongrels. You know, they hate losing, and they have a coach who hates losing. And but it's an outstanding, and I'm really glad we're playing Manly because they are definitely the best side. And I did, but we still got to go to. We got to beat them, you know, and we
We've
got to
got a chance.
We got to win all three, I think.
I'm not going to win one of them anyway.
Well, the under 20 will smash them.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
going to be great. Great weekend of sport and racing, and hopefully you can make plenty of money. Log on to that Form Pro rating site and have a good look.
The rating side is definitely gives you another bow, you know. So
String to your bow.
Yeah, string to your bow. That's what I was
That's the
looking
one,
for. But yeah, definitely use it because it does work, you know. But you just gotta, you know, once you get into it, you'll find it is a great
You have
system.
time just to click on the links, click on the horse's name, just
Yeah.
to see what the information is there, and I'm sure you find it interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a great weekend and happy punting.
Go the Warriors.
Good. Beauty.